Okay, so this is David. Today is May 3rd, 2014. It's Saturday. And what I'm going to do is walk you through what I do to prepare for next week's trading. What I want to do right now is going through this is an hourly chart. This going back almost 2 months. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and draw in support and resistance areas. So areas where the stock has reacted and bounced in the past. And I go back about a month or so. So that gives me enough inflection points so that when we start trading next week, I'm not searching, hey, is this running into the resistance? Is this, coming into support? I've already determined that ahead of time by doing this work here now. So what I'm going to do is go through my list and go ahead and put these in. And I'm only going to go back to, maybe right around beginning of the month or so. Maybe 5 or 6 weeks is what I like to do. So obviously this right here was a point of reaction. That top right there. This spot right there. I'll go ahead and hit that there. That was a bottom there. That seemed to be an inflection point there. And I got one right about there. So again, so to give you an example, so what this allowed me to do is then if I go to a 5-minute chart of Adobe, when I get into trading, let's just say on Monday, I've got these support and resistance lines. So, I'm not near either of those. And so what I'm going to look for is as the week progresses, I'll be watching these stocks in my universe and look for them to potentially react near one of these support or resistance lines. So what I do is then I go through, go back to the hourly charts, and I'm just going to go through. I've got 20 stocks, and I'm just going to go through these and just gut reaction, just where I see it, what my eye sees, and put in what I see as support and resistance areas right in there. That seemed to be right there. Other than that, this seemed to be right here. That seemed to be running into some resistance there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. It also corresponds with that and with that. So point of reference. Disney, we got down there. All the way up here. We'll do that spot right there. That high right there. This right in here seemed to be an inflection point. That was a reversal point there. And that point right there. And we'll go ahead and put in where Disney ended last week. So right in there. Next stock, eBay. eBay put in a low right in there. Put in a high up in here. Put in a low right in there. That was the high before the gap. That was an area there. Looks like this area right in here kind of bounced into it a couple of times, so it'll be an area I want to keep an eye on. All right, ESRX. Go ahead and hit that low. Hit the top of that range there from the gap. That seemed to be a low in there. Let's see. That was a low in there. Now, I don't think we're going to get up into this $70 area anytime soon. I'll go ahead and put these in, but I don't expect to see that over the next week or so. Facebook. Alright, so we've got kind of a low there. We got a high right in there. Right in there. That was a low there. That was a low there for the week. And there, that's where we had that gap there, so I think that's going to be an area of interest. This seemed to have some trouble getting through there, so I'm going to go ahead and put a line there. And I'm going to hit that low there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Gilead Sciences. Put a line there. There. That was a low there. That was a low there. That was a low. That was a low. Some resistance areas would have been right in there. We hit a low point there. We'll go ahead and mark that off. I think right in there. And I think that's good for Gilead. Gold, kind of put in a low there and a little bit more of a low there. Put in a high up here. That was a gap in gold right there where it also ran into resistance there a couple of times. Mark that low there. You know, I think that's all I want to do. Well, you know, we can see where we'll mark those spots right there for gold as well. Home Depot. Let's see. So that was a high there, which really corresponds with that. This high here really, corresponds well with that. I hit that because that seemed to bounce off of that a couple of different times. That was a high point right there. This was a low point. I'll go ahead and hit this high up there. I think that's all I'm going to do with that. JP Morgan had a big gap down not too long ago. It's not going to get back up there, but I'll go ahead and mark that anyway. Mark that low. That's where that gap is. You can see where those tops are right there. I want to be aware of that. That low there. It seemed to hit some lows here, here, and here. So right in there, I'd say is an area to watch. And I should go ahead and hit that low point there. So anyway, so that's how I set up support and resistance. I'll go ahead and go through the rest of them. You don't need to watch that, but just thought you would find it interesting. And I will talk to you again soon. Have a good day.